Mirrors are excellent and very useful design tools. They can visually enlarge and brighten a space, adding to its aesthetic appeal. In Feng Shui, we go a bit deeper into utilizing their properties. By understanding how to use mirrors, we can multiply and redirect the positive chi energy, which can further enhance harmony, vitality, prosperity, and joy. Hello, I'm Natalia Kaylin. In this video, I want to share my insights on using mirrors. We'll start by discussing the correct placement of mirrors. Then we'll go room by room exploring where mirrors are beneficial and where they should be avoided. Additionally, I'll comment on which mirror shapes and designs are best for Feng Shui purposes and which ones to avoid. Mirrors reflect and multiply. Whatever is reflected in the mirror is doubled. In Feng Shui, we pay close attention to what exactly a mirror reflects and multiplies. Therefore, the first rule is very simple. Multiply what you want more of. One of the best and most useful placements for a mirror is across from a window with a view of nature. The mirror literally brings nature and all your beautiful landscaping inside. It also increases the amount of natural light in a room. This is probably the best use of mirrors. Place them so they bring in nature and natural light. Another good placement is to reflect a beautiful painting or an accessory. Here is a trick I use in a long narrow hallway or any kind of hallway. I place a few art pieces on one side of a hallway and I place a mirror across it. Ideally, art pieces or photographs would be spacious, like an image of a meadow or an ocean or lake or a city line. It is a beautiful way to visually increase the space and bring vibrancy into a dull area. When placing the mirrors, many people, including designers, make this mistake. They don't carefully consider what the mirror reflects. We don't want to place mirrors across from something that is not pleasant to see. Examples are sharp architectural details and clutter. Doing so, we will be multiplying sharp and agitating energy. In this image, the mirror reflects all the sharp architectural details, which are plentiful here. I would not use the mirror in this particular spot. Here is another example of the mirror reflecting all the railing. I think this is not even a safe placement. With all the reflections going on, it may make you dizzy when walking down the stairs. Another tip, do not place a mirror across from a bathroom door. You can understand why. When you open the door to leave the bathroom, what do you see? The mirror reflects the toilet or other parts of the bathroom. This is not something you necessarily would want to multiply. Now let's examine the placement of mirrors room by room. We need to consider the type of energy a mirror would create in each space. Typically, mirror activates energy. The entryway is a great place for a mirror. We want active energy there. Entryways are typically not very large, so we want to brighten and visually enlarge the space. The best placement for a mirror is on a wall perpendicular to the door. I am going to show you a clip from my very first YouTube video that I recorded in 2014. I often get questions about mirrors in the entryway. Yes, mirrors are great here, but not across the door. First, it would be weird to see yourself in the mirror right when you open your door. Second, it will reflect all the beneficial energy right back. In this entryway, we have a mirror on the side and it reflects lush plants and nature in the window from the other room. I was 10 years younger here. You can see green trees and a plant reflected in the mirror. This brings vibrancy and uplifts the energy, creating a welcoming feeling right where we need it. And yes, a mirror across the door is a bad idea. At the minimum, it is weird to see yourself in the mirror right when you open the door. The next room where the mirror is very appropriate is the dining room. This is another room where we want to create an active, vibrant, and uplifting energy. The dining room typically has windows or a beautiful buffet or art, which are beautiful things that we want to multiply. So this is easy and very appropriate to place a mirror in a dining room above the sideboard. Here the designer picked a large floor mirror. It's a bold statement, but you can see that it reflects all the beautiful things in this room, making the room very alive. I would avoid a wall of mirrors like this. It creates unnecessary busyness and fragments the reflected image. Not going into too many details what living in a fragmented reality means, but at the minimum it is agitating. Some of you Feng Shui enthusiasts may recall that some schools of Feng Shui used to suggest placing a mirror in the kitchen above the stove to multiply the burners. In traditional Chinese Feng Shui, the stove is related to wealth. The more burners, the more wealth. Additionally, it allows the cook to see what's happening behind them. While this idea sounds good in theory, it has never appealed to me personally. A mirror above the stove is impractical because it needs cleaning every time you fry something, and it looks strange. If it looks out of place, it's not a good Feng Shui. In my view, the kitchen is not a suitable place for a mirror. There are many other ways to activate your prosperity potential with Feng Shui. Take a look at some ideas in this video, for instance. I will link it in the description box below for you. Living room is quite a good room for a mirror. All the beautiful things are doubled in this image. This is a very masterfully placed mirror. Let's talk about some restrictions that apply here. In Feng Shui, we don't recommend placing a mirror above a sofa. It makes one uneasy to sit there as the mirror brings in active energy, which we don't want right behind our heads. I also don't like placing a mirror above a fireplace. First, the mirror represents the water element, and water above the fire creates clash. This elemental clash can result in disharmony. Second, it is usually positioned too high, causing shorter people to see only the top of their heads. Ideally, all adult family members, both tall and short, should be able to see their entire head reflected in the mirror, not just partially. Especially watch out for taller people. No cut-off heads, please. By the way, if you are enjoying the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And then there is a bedroom. Remember, a mirror activates the energy, and in a bedroom we want the opposite. We want soothing, calming, and peaceful energy. Numerous studies reveal the importance of deep sleep. Having a mirror in a bedroom doesn't contribute to a better sleep, especially if the mirror is placed the way that you see yourself in it when you are in bed. Every time you move, the mirror reflects it. It might be especially disturbing at night when you are half asleep and you see the movement in the mirror. I don't know about you, but I would feel uncomfortable sleeping in this bedroom with these fragmented mirrors. Fragmentation creates an additional busyness. Interesting here, the mirror reflects the windows of the neighboring building. Are you sure you want to bring your neighbors into your bedroom? You always should look carefully what a mirror reflects. There is really no need for the mirror above the bed either, especially something like this. This is quite horrible with all the angles and sharp corners behind your head. If you cannot live without a mirror in your bedroom, perhaps you can place it somewhere, somehow, where you don't see yourself in it from the bed. But if the mirror reflects sharp architectural details, like in this image, or sharp corners of the furniture or walls like in this image, it is counteractive to creating a peaceful environment. We want more softness in the bedroom, not sharpness. If you have a large closet, it is a great place to have a mirror. And if your closet is small, I recommend placing a mirror on the door that faces inside the closet. This is a very good and practical way to place a mirror. I also wanted to show you some mirrors and talk about which mirrors are good in my opinion and which are not good and why. Also, a few interesting mirror designs. What do you think about this one? It wouldn't be my first choice, but it is definitely interesting and beautiful. The next one is also interesting design-wise, but I would not recommend this one. It is very disjoint and even broken. In the past, in many cultures, it was a bad omen to have a broken mirror. I guess you see the world and yourself in it as broken. The same here. I would certainly avoid this. This next one is too sharp. Instead of 4 corners, there are 12 corners. Especially not good above the sofa. This one is fragmented and creates a distorted image. This next one is gorgeous. And so these next few ones. In Feng Shui, we love round mirrors. They look beautiful, they are the most harmonious, and there is also an elemental harmony. Round shape is metal element and mirror is water element. Metal supports water. Square and rectangular ones are fine too. I love this one with softened edges. Lately, blob mirrors have become popular. I'm not a big fan, but if you like it, this one is fine. This one, however, is not great. It is too distorted. I wouldn't opt for something like this. Once again, it is fragmented and it reflects everything in a fragmented way, which is not a good way to look at yourself and the world around you. The round ones are better, but still you see the reality as a fragmented one. There are so many beautiful whole mirrors to choose from. Why go for something that is not whole? Hope you have all the tools you need to choose a beautiful, harmonious mirror that will enhance your space and your life. And you got plenty of tips on where to place it best. Would love to hear in the comments below about your experiences with mirrors. And if you haven't yet, please support this channel by liking and subscribing.